Yeah. That's... Yeah. Too slow.
This'll get him! Yay!
Yes. Heist!
You're here, Stock. It's been a while. Or did we just see each other? I've jumped around so much in time that I don't know anymore.
You're the wielder of the Black Chronicle.
That's correct, Stock. Wielder of the White Chronicle, the Book of Flux. I realized that you were using the Chronicle after that incident in Hugo's office. Up to that point, even I hadn't figured it out. I assume Lipti and Tio told you to tell no one.
You know about them too.
Why so surprised? I'm the one who gave you the White Chronicle.
Then Heist, let me ask you this. Why did you give it to me? What was the point of this scheme of yours?
It wasn't a scheme so much. I want you to be my successor.
Your successor?
In order to succeed me, you first had to awaken the White Chronicle and gain its power. And so I gave you the book before sending you on an impossible mission. I hope to show you the world's true nature, to train you, and to awaken the White Chronicle. What I didn't expect was for that awakening to happen much sooner than I had planned, or that you had the acting skill to hide it from me.
Judging from the situation as it stands, I was right to do so.
You truly are the SI's best agent. I underestimated your guile.
Enough about that! What did you mean by successor? Explain yourself!
I meant just what I said. I need a successor to carry on my plan. My plan to lead this world to its destruction.
Inducing desertification and destroying the world. That's your plan?
That's right, Stock.
What are you thinking? Why would I willingly carry on with such a preposterous idea? I refuse.
No, you have to do it. And I'll tell you why. It's because you're like me.
What do you mean by that?
Haven't you figured it out yet? You seem to have saved this world from certain destruction a few times with the White Chronicle.
Don't change the subject. Answer the question, Heist.
Was this world actually worth saving? Did you ever ask yourself that?
What?
I've given it a lot of thought over many years, and I've come to this conclusion. This world deserves death. That's why I won't allow the ritual to take place.
Wait! Heist! There's no reason to save it? That's his justification?
Does Heist really want to destroy the world?
Look at what he's done so far. I don't think there's any doubt. He's serious, all right.
That's what we've been working towards this whole time? Let's go, everyone. There's something I need to ask him.
me!
That about does it. That's...
Yes!
Here I go! This'll do the trick! I'll trap him!
too simple.
Heiss! I need to know something.
What is it? Make it quick. You are no longer part of my plan.
Back when my mercenary troop got wiped out, was that you?
Finally caught on, did you?
No.
Well, you see, it was a necessary preamble for Stock to attain the power of the White Chronicle. Stock's awakening was necessary for my desired future. The only question was how to trigger it. After trying out countless permutations of history, I realized he needed comrades. Partners with some skill, yet not so valuable that Stock would depend too much on. They would be the key to Stock's awakening. That's when I laid eyes on you two. All I needed to do then was to get you in my debt, and have you leave your mercenary unit. So, I animated a monster's corpse and eliminated the unit, making it look like an accident. Though it took some doing to manipulate it so that only you two survived. And thanks to you, Stock found the power of flux by awakening the White Chronicle. A simple trick, really. That's what controlling history is about.
You killed everyone in our unit over that? How could you?
You monster!
Silence, woman! I told you that I have no further interest in the rest of you. Interfere with my conversation with Stock at your peril.
Rainey, Marco, I understand why you're angry, but there's still more I need him to tell me. Any punishment coming to him can wait until afterward.
Fine.
Ice, keep going from where you left off. What did you mean when you said I'm like you?
Stock! Don't listen to him!
So even after getting to know Erica, you still don't realize who you are, Stock? Or should I say, Ernst?
Ernst? Then that means Stock is the Prince of Granorg!
I had a feeling that was it. I was the sacrifice needed for the royal family to perform the ritual. And so were you, Heiss.
Indeed. I am younger brother to the late King Victor, and the sacrifice in his ritual.
Wait, Stock, what are you two talking about? What's all this about a sacrifice?
The Granorg royal family is the sole line capable of the ritual to stop the desertification. Part of the ritual involves giving the life of one of the royal siblings. The sacrifice.
That's right. The world owes its existence to those royals slain in the name of the ritual. The people owe them a deep debt of gratitude, which is why the royal family is allowed to rule over this land. It's because all life on this continent exists by the royal family's sufferance.
But clearly you weren't sacrificed. What happened?
As if I'd allow that fool Victor to rule as king while I gave my own life. It was out of the question. So I escaped from him and set up shop in Alistel as Heiss.
So you ran off and Victor couldn't perform the ritual. That's why he tried to make his children do it.
Yes, and you would have been the next in line to be the sacrifice. Ernst was killed as a sacrifice by his own father after speaking out against him. Originally, you know, it was meant to be Erica, but she seems to have behaved herself better. Well, her father was watching, at least. Thus did she succeed in pushing the role as sacrifice over to Ernst. The cunning little minx.
You bastard!
After a sacrifice is slain, they are given a soul for the ritual. Erica's soul was split. Part of it went to you, giving you a temporary life as a sacrifice. How pitiful are the sacrifices. Resurrected, only to die again. And only I can understand their pain, being one myself. You and I. We two are truly the Forsaken Ones. That's why I stole you away and altered your memories, to give you a second life as stock. I made sure to kill that fool Victor as well.
He disappeared.
This conversation isn't over yet. Come find me, Stock.
So, Heiss was the king's brother, Stock was the prince, and the two of them were sacrifices?
Hey, he's gotta be messing with us, right? All that stuff about you being the prince? I mean, think about it. Heiss would look way younger if he was really the king's brother.
No. I believe Heiss is telling the truth. He looks as old as he does because of the Black Chronicle. He must have repeated history so many times that he's aged far beyond the normal process.
But if he's telling the truth, what'll happen to you? If we go through with this ritual, you're gonna...
I can't say anything for sure, but I do know. If we don't go through with it, the entire continent will perish. I can't act in my own self-interest at the expense of everyone else.
Still...
Ott. You knew, didn't you? That's why you tried so hard to keep me from finding out.
Uh-huh. I knew if you found out the truth, you'd give up your soul.
I see now. You were trying to keep silent to protect me. Thank you, Ott. I'm sorry, everyone. But we'll have to table this for now. We need to chase after Heiss and make him lift the Flux Seal.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
Be careful, Stock!
I can help too. What's its weakness?
Incoming! Yeah! Yeah!
That's...
We should finish this quick.
Get him?
Yeah!
Worthy opponent.
Heist!
Congratulations are in order for making it this far. This is the deepest part of the ruins.
Heist! Release your flux seal at once.
That's a rather bold demand, Stop. I'll win if I just sit here and keep it going, after all. Now, I have some questions of my own for you. Tell me, Stock, do you plan to return your soul to Erica as a sacrifice? By now, you must realize what this entails. Is this really a world worth throwing your life away for? I'm sure you've seen it countless times by now. Those on top who think only of themselves. The common people are oppressed, living in fear. All while the desertification spreads. And worst of all, that ritual. That detestable practice. The foolish casters do nothing to address the blight's source. They only repeat the ritual. No one dares think how distorted this world is, unable to survive without relying on such methods. How many sacrifices so far have died for that cause? And how many more will give their lives in the years to come? Some express regret for their deaths, but sentiment is cheap. And even when the barbaric practice continues, it only postpones the inevitable. Yet the caster comes away so satisfied, as if they've saved the world. That's why this world should come to an end. It should be put out of its misery. We, the sacrifices forsaken by this broken world, will be the ones to end it. It is justifiable revenge. A fair conclusion. That is the true history.
Nice.
Erica seems to have led you by the nose without giving her reasons. Deep down, she was scheming to use you as a sacrifice.
You're talking of things you know nothing about.
It's the only thing that makes sense. Why sacrifice yourself for such a woman? You and I, what we need to do isn't become sacrifices. That's not it by half. Come now, Stock. Or rather, Ernst. There's nothing to fear. We will not stray from the path. It's the world that's gone mad, not us. Let's fix this, you and I. 2 sacrifices.
That's enough, Heiss. Don't say another word.
Huh. So you understand. You've been a wise one since you were a boy. You were closer to me than to your father. Your dedication made me happy, and I often took you out of the castle. So come with me, Ernst, and we'll live and travel through this dying world together, just as we did before.
Heiss. I understand why you're doing this. Release the Flux Seal.
So that's your answer. It is a pity.
It's done, Ice.
Did you think I'd had a change of heart? What rubbish. There was a reason I decided to release the Flux Seal. It's so I could seal you with all the remaining power of Flux. You'll watch the world end from inside a prison in time that you cannot escape.
Here I go!
I'll trap him!
Thunder!
Leave it to me. I'll trap him!
Let me have a go. This'll leave a mark.
This'll get him! This'll help!
Yes.
No! No! I'll trap him!
Make way. This'll leave a mark. Impossible. Looks as though we won.
You've grown strong, Stock.
Ice. It's the end this time.
If I can't stop you, then I'll try my luck with Erica. I'll kill the girl before you ever meet. That will end everything.
Ice, wait.
Don't go, Stock!
Let go of.
I believed too! I wanted to fix it without any sacrifices! You didn't ask to be a sacrifice! You don't have to die! There's gotta be a way without giving your soul back to Erica! Please! Stay here!
I need to end this myself. Let go of my hand. What?
Stop! Tell him, Raj! Raj!
Thank you, Rosh. Everyone.
Why didn't you stop him? You're his best friend. You should have stopped him.
It's because I'm his best friend that I didn't.
Why? Why? Why didn't anyone stop him? Are you all okay with this?
No, it's not okay. But he was determined to see this through. There's no way we'd be able to stop him.
I'm surprised you held back, Raimi.
I wanted Stock to stay too, you know? But after seeing that look in his eyes...
Yeah, I wonder what era in the past he headed to.
Who knows? Maybe he went to save me back when I was pulling some stupid stunt.
He might have even gone back to see me when I knew none of this.
It doesn't matter where or when he went. No matter where he is, I'll keep fighting for him. You hear that, Stock? I'll always be there for you!
So will I!
That is right. Our hearts will always be with you, Red One.
Stock, you better come out on top.
Stock! Stock!
Lipti, Tio, where did Heist go?
You know we can't tell you that, Stock.
Why not? Isn't it your job to watch over the world?
Those are the rules.
Our job, properly speaking, is to advise a Chronicle's wielder and see the ritual through. Informing a wielder of another wielder's actions is strictly forbidden.
See the ritual through.
He's the one trying to stop it.
We understand that. We tried to stop Heist, of course, but we are limited to giving advice. We can't force a wielder to do anything. And I regret to say that his power greatly exceeds ours.
That's impossible. How can he be more powerful than the two guardians of Historia?
This is the first time in history it's happened. His anger and hatred is combining with the Black Chronicle's power, granting him tremendous might. He is completely beyond our control now.
Then there's no way you can tell me where Heist went?
I'm afraid not. We're not supposed to take sides. It's a very firm rule.
If it weren't, Heist would have pried information on you out of us first. Had that happened, you would not have been able to escape him.
The rule works in your favor as well as against you. I'm sorry.
Damn it!
You can't give up, Stock.
Heist said he would travel to a moment before you and Erica met, correct? But if you two had met sometime that Heist wasn't aware of, his plan can't succeed. Remember, Stock, the bar in Granog where you two met, it was not your first meeting.
Your first encounter was a coincidence before when Ut sent the soul.
You're...
You and Erica, before you reached
Stop! I understand. Don't say any more.
Stock, I'm sure that you can yet save Erica.
Choose wisely. A moment to travel to the day you first met Erica.